Yo, Lisa Nandy, another government nobody. Anyway, Sheffield Wednesday about to go under. Now, I always said this. Karma will come for Sheffield Wednesday, and it's not the fans' fault. I love the fans, yeah, but Sheffield Wednesday has been run into the ground season after season after season. And when you don't employ good people, when you sack people who are doing a good job, but you're chasing tail, yeah, you're trying to get clout, you get chief executives who don't understand business, don't understand money, don't understand how to build a club. Sheffield Wednesday board should be ashamed of themselves. Sheffield Wednesday owners should be ashamed of themselves. Sheffield Wednesday as a club for the last 15-20 years should be ashamed of themselves. The only people who can say anything are the fans. That club has been run like an absolute box of cereal for years and years and years, and now karma has come to take Sheffield Wednesday, and I feel sorry for the fans. The fans are my kindred, the fans are my spirit. My dad's from Sheffield, and it's such a shame, but you know, that club has been run with a level of arrogance, stupidity, ignorance. These are the words that I'm labelling to the people who thought they were doing good things. And instead of doing great things, which they had the potential to do, they did silly things. They signed players they shouldn't have signed. They didn't. They sacked managers they shouldn't have sacked. They believed they were bigger and better than they actually were. And instead of building naturally, so Sheffield Wednesday, don't get me wrong, should be in the Prem. Should be in the Prem. It's a big club. Well over 40,000 flans. Well over 40,000 fans. If managed correctly, Sheffield Wednesday should be up in the Prem. However, not managed correctly, you just make poor decisions. And I remember going for a job at Sheffield Wednesday, performance director, had an interview, didn't give me the job. If they'd have given me the job, I can say what I like now, because look at the position Sheffield Wednesday are in. Remember, I had an interview at a Serie A club and got to the last 14. And I don't even speak Italian. And in fact, that's why I did do some Italian lessons, but I don't speak Italian. And I think that's what got me to the last 14, but no further. They wanted someone who could speak Italian, or at least a little bit. But at least I got an interview. Anyway, Sheffield Wednesday, so arrogant, make poor decisions again and again and again and again. Whereas, look at Birmingham City, when you make the right decisions. All right, they made Rooney was a wrong decision, but then they made the right decision. Now look, they're playing their first match in the Championship tonight. Yeah, promoted with record number of points. Blah blah blah. When you make the right decisions and you don't and you employ the right people, look what happens. Sheffield Wednesday, they're about to go on. It's heartbreaking. Sheffield Wednesday is a national institution. Chris Waddle used to play there. Trevor Francis used to manage them. Big Ron used to manage them. Chris Fairclough played there. And, you know, clubs like Sheffield Wednesday, it's not up to the government to protect them. It's not up to anyone to protect them. Hopefully, they get bought out. But It's going to be on BBC Radio 5 Live at 10 o'clock. So in 20 minutes time, 18 minutes time, it's going to be on the radio. What the heck? So, you know, and I mean, the actual fans of Sheffield Wednesday can go into way more detail than I can. But Sheffield Wednesday, we're finishing top of the Prem. 5th, 6th, 3rd, 2nd, all that type of thing. Now look where they are. Like I keep saying, poor decisions, idiotic, arrogant, imbecilic decisions made, arrogant decisions made, yeah, when they're not focusing on performance. What's going to make the difference at Sheffield Wednesday? Points on the table, players on the pitch, less players injured. That's what my mantra was. But no, what they wanted to do was, I don't know, they thought they were one step away from Jose Mourinho. So the board at Sheffield Wednesday have only got themselves to blame. They're the morons. They're the absolute problematic people who haven't got a clue. Listen, like and subscribe, guys. What is going on? The businessman is here.